Hi, it's Marissa, MKissaCreations here on YouTube or Flosstube, and you can find me at MKissaCreations over on Instagram as well, and I would like to welcome you to another Flosstube video. Welcome to my channel. This is a channel mostly about cross stitch, and it is where I will share my stitching. So I have been coming to you every week. I started that in the month of March, and I am excited to be back again. It has been a very busy week of stitching. It's been a very busy week of work, and I have been, again, revenge procrastination bedtime, getting things done and getting a lot of stitching in, and so I have some good stuff to show you today. We are also going to do my 2,000 subscriber giveaway because I have managed to stay above that 2,000 subscriber mark for a couple weeks now, and I'm feeling confident that I am officially there. So if you have not liked and subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. I am happily enjoying visiting with all of you. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your subscribes, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. All right. Over the last week, I've just been doing a lot of stitching, a lot of cooking, a lot of stuff. We had conferences last week and our welcome to middle school conference for my oldest daughter. So it was a busy parenting week, and it was a busy stitching week, and I am excited to share so much with you today. All right. Let's get started. I mentioned last week that I only needed one stitch to finish out a page on Cauldron of Mer, so that I was probably going to pick that up again, and so I did. I set myself a goal at the beginning of this year that every time I picked up a full coverage cross stitch that I would try to put 1,000 stitches in it, so that you could see a significant amount of difference when I show you a comparison of pictures, but also that is about where I'm comfortable pushing myself towards, and then if I'm really feeling it, I'll go over, add another day, and just keep feeling good about it. But I worked on 2 full coverage pieces this week, and I got over 1,000 stitches on each of them. So those weeks are always kind of special. I've got 4 whips to show you, 2 finishes and fully finishes. I've got a giveaway, and I think that's it. So exciting Flosstube today, I feel like. We will start with whips. Those are works in progress, and I will start with Cauldron of Mer. So I will pop in a picture of what that will look like when it's done. The artwork is by Ivy Dolamore. This is charted by Unconventional X Stitch. It is an out of print pattern, so it is not available anymore. And I will put up a picture of where this was last time I showed it to you, which was last week. So that is where it was, and here is where I am. All right, so I stitched on Cauldron of Mer over 3 days. I added 1,771 stitches. I got 2 page finishes, and I am now at 12,532 stitches out of 156,600. And that puts me at 8%. So here we are. You can really see this monstera leaf coming in right here. It's really pretty. I will say, so this has a lot of blocky stitching. There's a lot of green and a lot of different greens, but it also has a lot of blocky stitching, and it allowed me to get a lot of stitches done very quickly, but it also kind of when I was done, I was done. But again, I got over 1,700 stitches into it, so it took a lot for me to feel done. But once I was done, I was like, okay, it's this time to put this one down. if you're new here, which we have quite a few new people, I will share the way that I stitch full coverage just really quick. What I do is kind of a modified typewriter method. So I will find I'll look on the diagonal and find the closest empty stitch to it, grab that color and stitch it out and up. Now, I don't usually just stitch the one strand. I will almost always stitch more than one strand, especially if there's still, you know, stuff in there. If that strand ends and there's not anything nearby, then I won't continue with it. But if there's more nearby that needs fill-in of that color, I'm not putting it away. I will continue with that one. It saves me a lot of time with rethreading needles and putting away colors and taking them out. I work from a almost full set of DMC. I often find that I'm missing crucial colors, but still adding to it. So I work from a master set. That's probably the best way to say it, not a full set. I don't often go out and buy new skeins while kitting up projects unless I know that that skein is running out. Sometimes I will check. I have cones of Blanc 310 and 371. I need to buy a 3371. I need to buy a 37.99 because this project has a lot of 37.99 in it, and so does one of my other full coverages. So it's time to buy a 37.99. But those are the three cones that I have. And if you can afford the initial investment, it is so worth it. It's so nice to just run out of a skein and walk over to my cone and rebobinate a brand new bobbin and start fresh. And I often probably bobinate past where like an initial skein would put me, so I get even more on before I have to fill it back up. But so this is where Cauldron of Mer is. It's going to go away for a little bit just because I kind of got pooped out on it, but I feel like it's looking pretty great, and I really do love that I can see that Monstera. I'm done with green though. I'm getting very close to the Cauldron, which has some beautiful purples in it and stuff, and I am so ready to get to there. So I may, in my next stitchy session, although her tail is like over here and it's pink, I don't know. I feel like I would like to stitch to some more color and then maybe go back and forth between like working on some bright color and then filling in some more of this like greens, grays, browns-ish colors that need to be filled in. But happy with where this is at. That 8% mark feels good. I only started this last year, so that feels even better, and I am making my way. All right, next I picked up Black Butterfly Sampler from Shaded Stitchery. That was part of my collector sale that I was doing for the month of March. And I didn't get through all of the ones that I had originally planned to stitch on and or start. I started 4 moth projects and finished 1. And then, but this one, I got the first butterfly completely done. So that was, between the last time you saw it and this time, 543 stitches plus some uncounted backstitch. But I absolutely love how this is looking. And that's a pretty true representation of the fabric right there. I've been calling it my strawberry lemonade fabric. And I think that's pretty accurate. And I was really excited to find out the other day that Shaded Stitchery is doing trunk show at Library Stitchers, so I'm gonna go dig through more of her patterns. But I'm excited to have that one. I will probably bring it with me so that it might help curb my shopping appetite while I am there. All right, so that is that. And then, so I started this next project, which is 324 from Works by ABC. I'll put that right here. I started it on April 5th of 2024 or 5. I think 2 years ago. And I put a good chunk in it every time I work on it. And I'm getting very close. So I added 21 motifs during this last little session, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So here is where that is. I just have this big empty hole right here. I gotta go digging for that. I'm pretty sure I have that floss somewhere, but I'll find it. But, oh, it's so pretty. I thought I wasn't going to care for these like pinks and browns, but I'm enjoying them actually. It's the yellows I think that are getting to me. But look at how pretty it is. I think I'm over like 85% done. I didn't actually do a count, but you can tell I'm getting close. So hopefully, like, I would say 2 or 3 more like intense, maybe 3 or 4 more intense sessions should get this one knocked out for me. But it is on my year of whips goals to finish this year, so well on my way, and that was kind of a motivating factor to pick this one up. Plus it was like getting close to its birthday. I didn't start it right on March 24th when it came out at market, because I bought it, I didn't pre-order it, I bought it afterwards. I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I really want it, but oh, I love it. It's so pretty. God, pretty. All right. And then I have another full coverage to show you. So like I've said, Tiki Beach Sunset is a favorite in our house. After all of that 324 and butterfly with backstitch, I just wanted another full coverage to work on. So I pulled out Tiki Beach Sunset. The artwork is by Aimee Stewart. This was charted by HAED. And I am getting closer on a page finish on this one. So I'll show you where this was the last time, or before I started working on it. And here it is now. So I've just been working over here. Sometimes my colors go over here. The page, I think, like kind of comes down right here and ends like right through here. So I'm getting close to a page finish. I think I will only need one more session, like one more 1,000+ stitch session to get that page finish, which is really exciting. This got 1,042 stitches over 2 days. I am now at 56,230 out of 362,408. That is 15.52%. So the next time you see this, I will have a page finish, and then I will pull it out of the Q-snap. So you'll get to see how done it is the next time you see this one. And I have a feeling that it will be in my next Flosstube video, because I am really hitting hard with the page finishes and it feels really good, and I'm really enjoying full coverage stitching. Okay. Let's talk finishes. Fully finishes and finishes. And exciting news. And then we'll do the giveaway. Okay. So I told you in my last video that I was going to be vending at the Library Stitchers Retreat in 2 weeks. We're now at like 10 days, 9 days until that happens. And I have been prepping. I created, stitched, and finished 2 new patterns. One of them, if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen. I decided to release it digitally first and then would bring paper patterns to Library Stitchers as well. The reason for that is that it's a very niche piece, and if you're into it, you're super into it, and if you're not, you're not. And I feel like more people need access to that, right? So I would like to show you and introduce you to It's a Loon. So this is my Heated Rivalry piece. It's my Stupid Canadian Wolf Bird. There's a little loon. So cute. Loon, noun, Stupid Canadian Wolf Bird. And like I said, it's if you know, you know. If you like this show, you like it. If you are a spicy romance reader and you have not read these books yet, especially if you've watched the show, I highly recommend reading these books. They are absolutely fantastic, and there is another season of the show, at least definitely one, maybe two contracted for. So they're definitely going to be going along with the other books. I saw a casting list and it had characters from 2 of the other books that were going to be in the next season. So I highly recommend reading just so you can see how they do that. This board I bought in the unfinished craft section, like unfinished wood section at Michael's. And then I bought a like dark wood stain and just stained it. I used a flour sack bag as my rag and just rubbed it on all of the little beads. And then I finished the stitch on a piece of foam core, pinned it, and just kind of stuck it in. So it hangs, and it's one of my new designs. So that's currently available in my Etsy shop. It's called It's a Loon. And I love it, and I hope you love it, and I hope, especially if you love Heated Rivalry, that you love it. And thank you, friends who have already purchased this. I have been seeing a couple of them. A couple people posted on Instagram, and a couple people have just sent me pictures of their progress. So I really appreciate it, and I love it so much. All right, next is just one more stitch, because I feel like that is me at night. Just one more stitch, just one more color, just one more strand. So this is just one more stitch. And the O is like a little hoop. The O is a little hoop. We got our little floss bobbins. And then I finished this. So I stitched this on 32 count, 2/2. And this is a 12-inch pillow form from the beautiful store formerly known as Joann's. I think you can get pillow forms at Michael's. You can probably find them online, but it fit pretty great over this, so I didn't have to do any stuffing. I did make this as an envelope closure. So you can just kind of like pull the pillow out and it lays flat. I did like an accent of the buttons that I used on the front and the back. And this fabric that I stitched on is Celadon from Forbidden Fiber Company. It was one of her fabric of the months. It's a little greener than it's showing up. It looks a little bit more turquoisey, but we got our scissors and our bobbins, our little hoop, just one more stitch. All right, so this pattern I am not going to release quite yet in my Etsy shop. That one I am going to have in print at Library Stitchers. And then Reese from the Crafty Girl Malkin is going to be carrying my patterns in her shop. So I am going to reach out to a couple other shops and see if they would like to carry them as well. But I'm going to leave that one as a shop exclusive for a little while. But look at, I have patterns. I have real patterns. I have like real patterns with floss lists on them. Guys. So it's just such like an exciting, it was such an exciting feeling to pick them up from the printer and get them in their little bags. And the design work was mostly easy to get it all on there, but I don't know, it just is, it feels so good right now to have that done. All right, let's do the giveaway. So in addition to carrying some of my patterns in her shop, and I'm not sure which one she's gonna have yet, so I will let you know as soon as I get my order from her, and then I'll be dropping those off to her at Library Stitchers. So she will take those home with her and get them in her shop after the weekend's over. So that pattern will be available either at Library Stitchers if you're there, or from the Crafty Grimalkin after the weekend of the 9th, 10th, 11th. I'm not sure how long it takes her to get stuff up into her shop, but she will have those. I'm not going to film next week. I might put up like a little video, but I think I am going to be pattern stuffing and just really working hard. Plus, I want to give you 2 weeks to get your entries in for the giveaway. So in addition, and we'll go back to what I was originally saying, in addition to carrying that pattern in my shop, my patterns in her shop, Reese also has donated a $25 gift card for my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So unfortunately, I'm going to do this US only because Reese does ship internationally, but not to all countries, and I don't want it to be I don't want anybody to not be able to get anything from her. So we're going to do a $25 gift card to Reese's shop and 2 patterns from my shop. You can choose whether you want them printed or digitally, and I would like you to use the word celebration in your comment. If you could please not use the word giveaway or win or any of those other words that get us into people trying to get your gift card that aren't actually going to use it on something that they want to use. Like, let's get patterns and stuff into actual stitchers' hands, right? So don't use those crazy troll words that make people come just so that they can win things. Use the word celebration in your comment. If you want digital, because I think Reese's gift card is also digital, you don't need to be 18, you just need to be able to give your email address. But if you are going to want to take paper patterns and I have to send them to you, you're going to have to give me your actual address, in which case I need you to be 18 or over because I cannot take your address if you are under. So take that into consideration, but use the word celebration in your comment, and I will pick somebody from the comments in 2 weeks and announce that on my next Flosstube video. So if there is a video in between, it won't be a Flosstube. It will just be like, I don't know, a supplemental something, like watch me clean out my craft room or fold patterns. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I really want to thank you all for supporting me and loving all my patterns and hitting the likes and sharing the patterns on Instagram. So many people shared that post when I posted my It's a Loon, and I was absolutely feeling the love that night. I was so happy. The sales matter, but like the sharing and the joy in cross stitch matters more. And so that is what really hit, and it just made me so happy. So thank you so much if you shared or liked or sent it to your friend who also is obsessed with Hated Rivalry. It is a little bit of, it's like gone off the rails a little bit for some of us. And I think the people that it has gone off the rails for, there's lots of reasons, but I know that one of mine is that it is just so happy and it feels so good to be in a happy fandom again that I just really needed that. And so this is my like present to the fandom and my thank you to the fandom, and I just I'm sitting happy in that world. All right, so no video next week. I will see you at Library Stitchers if you're going to be there. Comment celebration to help me celebrate my 2,000 subscribers and a chance to win a $25 gift card to the Crafty Grimalkin and to be able to pick 2 patterns from my shop. And I will obviously get those to you after you win and choose what you want. And thank you. I will see you all in 2 weeks, unless I see you next weekend at Library Stitchers. All right, I will talk to you later. Happy stitching.